Hello, this is the Jurassic Expert here. Finally back with another video, and here we have the Dino Rivals Parasaurolophus figure. Yeah, so I know I've been away for a while, probably since the, maybe a couple of days after the first Toy Fair images were being released, and I covered that. But I've been really wanting to do a review for the past couple of days, but I've been or past couple of weeks really, but I've been just like really busy with, well, pretty much life, yeah. So yeah, I haven't really had time to make videos, but yeah, hopefully I am able to record 3 videos within this session I have. And I've decided to first start with the Parasaurolophus. Because I was really excited to hear about them making a Parasaurolophus, Hadrosaurus. And this will be the first one we've had since, I think, the Lost World? Since the Lost World line was around. So yeah, this is really exciting. So let's go over paint first. So the paint actually looks really nice. We get the kind of patterns from the Lost World Parasaurolophus, which I do like that they chose the Lost World style. A little bit of overlap with the paint there. And they did paint the bill. So yeah, they even painted the nails there. I don't even know if I've been showing that. I'm a little rusty right now, so I'll try my best. A little bit of paint chip there, but yeah, there's actually kind of a very complicated story that well, I guess not too complicated. Pretty much I had to go through an ordeal to get this figure. So pretty much I called a Walmart and they said that they had them, but the person that I was talking to, I didn't get their name, so I couldn't, but I didn't really think much of it at the time. After I hung up, I was like, oh, I didn't get the name. I mean, how many Parasaurolophus are going to be in the back reserved for, they're going to be reserved. And I did give him my name as well, and in my area, my name isn't that common here. So, yeah. And in the end, there was this whole thing where they apparently, in the end, it really did matter that I had the guy's name. So then it took about an hour or two for them to look in the back for the Parasaurolophus. And yeah, here I have it now, and I am really glad that I have this figure in my collection. This is definitely one of the more anticipated ones for me. And yeah, so let's get on with the action feature. So you get this cool little headbutt feature when you press this front button. You could also have him nodding. And then you get the tail whip thing where you press the back button and it does that. This just still looks like a wagging tail to me. Like, I mean, I get it. The concept was cool, but I don't know. It just always looks like a wagging tail to me. So, yeah. Let's now go into the articulation. Oh, one thing with the paint. They did not paint the nails, but again, I am really glad with this figure. They did paint the eye. There, yeah. So, yeah, and they did do a little bit of airbrushing with white underneath it. So now let's go into articulation. Okay, this arm can go up that much, down that much, And it can do a full 360. Its arm can go up that much, and that much. And it can also kind of do a full 360. Leg can go up that much, in that much, up that much, in that much. And they can both, I'm pretty sure, do a full 360. Now with mine, it's a little weird how they did, where it kind of automatically... So with the articulation, if you own one of the figures, you do notice how there is kind of an automatic locking point. Like, you go, and then there. But with mine, it pretty much makes it look a little weird, where its foot is slightly off the ground, and it's really bouncing on its heel. So I pretty much just move it back a little bit in there. Not too big of an issue, and it's probably just mine that does that. But it wasn't a deal breaker with this figure. I still really like this figure. And the head actually does have articulation, so with its head down, it could move its head back about that much, and down about that much. So you could have it in its weird position in the packaging, and I also, oh yeah, that's right, the head can rotate. It can go a full 360, I think. I don't want to try it. So yeah. Now let's take a look at the card. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I did forget to compliment the sculpt. I do really like the sculpt on this. They got kind of grooves in the horns. They even got little nostrils with the beak. And I mean, Mattel just did an awesome job with sculpting this figure. They always have the little scales at the feet. And yeah. Now let's take a look at the card. Before, I thought that this was kind of a really well done card. It is, don't get me wrong, but some things that I noticed were the fact that the Parasaurolophus has only 3 fingers when the figure has 4 or 5 fingers, not figures. But other than that, I'd say this is still a really good card. And there are the stats. There's the back, nothing new there. And let's take a look at its size in comparison to some other figures. Okay, we're not zoomed out. Or zoomed in, I mean. So for your attack pack, or now Savage Strike comparison, here it is next to the baby T-Rex from the 2-pack with the bull T-Rex and the baby T-Rex. And I know it's supposed to be the female. Before you go down into the comments and correct me, I know it's supposed to be the female, but it has the colorings of the buck, so I think that was a mistake on Mattel's behalf. So yeah. And for your human comparison, here it is next to Ian Malcolm, and I do think that scale's about right. I do think the para should be a little bit taller, but again, it looks pretty good. And it is on its, I guess technically 3 legs. Pretty much, it's not standing upright on its hind legs. So, yeah. And before I forget, here is the code for you to screenshot. So you can go ask an employee if they have that in the back. Okay, and the next couple of things I'm going to review is falling over. And here is the code for the Jurassic Facts app. Hopefully that is... There you go. Okay. So, yeah. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to hit the notification bell to get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye-bye.